Welcome to the Foodie Lounge, present to you by indiaintax.com and sulekha.com. Myself, Levin Johnson, and I've got Arjun here to assist me. Today's recipe is going to be mutton stew, which is a very popular dish which comes from the state of Kerala, from India. I'm just going to quickly run through the ingredients and also go through the recipes. It's a very simple recipe. Probably going to be, cooking time is going to be around 20 minutes to half an hour the max. Mutton cubes, which is around 200 grams, just enough for 4 portions. Sliced onions, 50 grams. Green chilies, 4 to 5 number, just finely julienne. Ginger julienne, 20 grams. Curry leaves, 10 grams. Coconut milk, 200 ml. Coconut oil, 20 ml, and salt to taste. And mutton's been nicely cut into really small pieces, and this is ideal for a stew. It's nice and tender, not on the bone, it's off the bone, and just 15-20 minutes of boil should be just good enough to get this one going. This is where we're going to boil the mutton, and this is where the rest it's going to be finished with. A nice round bottom pan. To start with, we're just going to get the mutton on, and just enough water to just cover it, and that's all it needs. And after say 10 to 15 minutes of boil, it is going to have some scum on the top that needs to be removed constantly, but just get some mutton on going, just cover it with water and just put the lid on. This mutton has been cooking for almost like 15 minutes now. If there is any scum at all, you just have to remove it as you go along, and it has to be clear, as you see in here. You could also just take one little piece in here and just try to break it, and if it still fibrous, then it probably have to take another 5-10 minutes, but it starts to break, and that's when it's ready to go. So it's probably going to take another 5 minutes now. In the meanwhile, we're going to start off with the sweating of the onions, curry leaves, and the rest of the preparation. Get a pot nicely hot, and then that's the coconut oil I'm pouring in now. What we're going to do is, like, we're going to just broil off some curry leaves here and take some for garnish, so that you don't have to repeat the same process twice. Just when it starts to crackle and it's got crispy now, so we're going to take some of it out here to garnish the later stage. This is the sliced onions that's going in. Green chilies, depending on how hot you like your mutton stew. And according to the recipe, it's around 20 grams. And that's another 20 grams of juliennes of ginger. Keep sweating until you get the onions to a soft stage like this. Just when the onions are just nicely softened, that's when the mutton is also done now. So you could just strain off the mutton and get it onto this. Once the ginger, green chilies and the onions and the curry leaves is nicely been mixed up with the mutton, this one you would want to add in the coconut milk. We got this is the liquor in which the mutton has been boiling. So I'm just trying to reduce it to add it to the stew later on. In the meanwhile, you could just add the seasoning, just salt, give it a good stir, get the lid on and simmer it for another 5-10 minutes so the mutton is nice and tender. Another 5 minutes and it's got a nice boil in here, and you could add in this liquor which has been reduced just to add in more flavors of the mutton in the stew. It's been simmering for 5 minutes now. Just check for the consistency if it's just right. It shouldn't be too watery, and the mutton should be totally soaked in. And that's the amount of coconut milk you actually want it. It's not a dry preparation, so once you got it boiling and it's just ready to be served now, and you could just check for the seasoning before you do that. And the curry leaves that we had got it ready early on could be just used as a garnish on the top. And we got the mutton stew ready to be served.